I've been through all 7 levels of video editing, from cringy phone edits to creating ads that generate millions in revenue for clients. And here's what nobody tells you: you don't need to reach level 7 to start making real money. In fact, I'll show you exactly which level you need to hit to charge premium rates. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly where you stand and what skills you need to level up. Plus, I'll reveal the one level where everything changes and clients start throwing money at you. Most editors think they need to be perfect before they can charge good money, and let me tell you a secret: you don't. I've seen level 4 editors make 6 figures, while level 6 editors are still charging $20 an hour. The difference isn't just skill, it's knowing where you fit and how to position yourself at each level. So let's break down all 7 levels and I'll tell you exactly what you can charge at each one and when you're ready to make the jump. Level 1 is CapCut territory. You're editing on your phone, you drag and drop everything, using templates and basic cuts with maybe some text presets thrown in. This is pure TikTok and Instagram Reel style editing, and look, there's nothing wrong with starting here because everyone did. But being totally honest with you, you can't charge for this because you're in learning mode, you're competing with teenagers doing this for free, and honestly they should be. Level 1 editors haven't learned the fundamentals yet. They don't understand pacing, they don't know why one cut works and one doesn't, and again they're just throwing clips together and hoping for the best. The good news: you can get out of level 1 fast. Download the Real Editing program, watch some tutorials, maybe this one how to edit like Ali Abdal, or this one how to edit like Apple. And at this phase you just need to understand why edits work and not just how to make them. But here is where it gets interesting. Level 2 is where you can actually start charging money, but most editors price themselves completely wrong. Level 2 is where you go to real editing software, so Premiere Pro, DaVinci Resolve or Final Cut. You're editing clips together on a timeline and doing basic trimming, maybe some default transitions. Your job at this level is still simple though. You make videos watchable, you remove the pauses, cut out some ums and put together a coherent story. And yes, you can charge for this, not much, but it's a start, and local businesses, small YouTube channels, people who just need to have their content a bit cleaned up, they can pay for it. The problem with level 2 editors is that they think in hours instead of value though. For example, this only takes me 1 hour, so I'll charge $20. And in my opinion, that's a wrong approach, but we'll get to that. Level 2 editors are reliable. You won't make videos worse, but you also don't make them special. You're basically a simple tool like scissors or a hammer. And you know who you're competing with? A free tool that just came around the corner called AI. Level 3 is where editing starts to feel like editing. You understand pacing and flow. You're adding background music and actually syncing your cuts to the beats, some light sound effects, maybe some text captions, and it doesn't really look like garbage. This is where you stop making videos that are just watchable and you start making videos that actually reel people in. And level 3 editors can already charge $200 to $500 per project depending on the complexity. You're most likely working for small businesses, content creators who actually care about quality, and maybe some local marketing agencies. But most level 3 editors make a mistake. They think they need to get better at editing to charge more. So they focus on learning more effects and more transitions or more technical skills, and that's not what stops you from leveling up. What stops you is not understanding what clients actually value. Because a perfectly synced edit that doesn't serve the business goal is worthless, and a simple edit that drives results is priceless. Level 4 is where creativity kicks in. It's also where most editors hit their first major roadblock, and I'll show you. Level 4 is the creative phase, so you're doing some cool transitions between clips, some basic color grading, you can make some simple montages and short storytelling edits. And you're starting to experiment with style, but the problem is you don't have anything refined yet. You know enough to be dangerous, but not enough to be consistent. Level 4 editors can charge $500 to $1,500 per project, and you're working with bigger content creators, small agencies, businesses that really want videos that stand out. But what I see is that level 4 is where most editors plateau, and you know why? Because you start thinking you're better than you are. You see your cool animations and you think like, oh, I'm now like a real pro editor. And meanwhile, your clients are giving feedback like, can you make it more professional, or looks a bit chaotic? And that's level 4. And the step to level 5 requires something different. It's not about more effects or cooler transitions. It's about understanding design principles and client psychology. So level 5 is the danger zone, because this is where good editors get stuck for years, and I'll show you exactly how to break through. Level 5 is where you realize editing isn't enough anymore. You need motion design, animated arrows, text UI elements, zooms that feels intentional, charts and graphics that actually serve the content. You know you need these skills, so you start adding them, but the problem is it looks messy. Your fonts don't match, your colors are all over the place, and your motion isn't smooth. Client feedback at level 5 sounds like it feels a bit cheap. Can you make it look more premium? And this is the most frustrating frustrating level because you're doing more work than ever, but clients are willing to pay significantly more. Because yes, an animated graph or Apple style animation does upgrade a video, but the thing is that these animations take time. So in essence, you're spending a couple of hours on an animation that only covers 5 to 10 seconds. And so you might be charging 1K to 2K per project, but you're spending twice as long on the projects. And level 5 is where most good editors get stuck for years. They keep adding more elements, more complexity, thinking that the client wants that. But what clients actually want is cohesion and intentionality. The breakthrough happens when you realize that less is more, but that less needs to be absolutely perfect. This is where level 6 comes in. Now, before I'm gonna jump to level 6, I wanna be real for a second. A lot of editors get stuck at level 5, not because you don't know how to animate text or add motion, but because it takes forever. You spend hours searching for assets or trying to build a graphic from scratch. And that's exactly where Envato comes in. Envato gives you unlimited access to over 23 million digital assets. And here's the best part, it's super fast. Their library consists of title packs, LUTs, fonts, motion graphics, sound effects, and music all in one place. Plus their new AI generated tools help you storyboard shots, generate graphics, and all the Gen AI tools on Envato offer unlimited usage. And for anyone that's testing with AI video generation, I've got something really cool because their unlimited video generation offer has been extended until October 31st. And all this is available via monthly or annual subscription, which comes with a full commercial license, allowing you to focus on creativity and nothing else. The way I see it is if you're at level 5 and stuck at spending hours on a little animation that only lasts 5 seconds on the screen, Envato is basically your cheat code because you can focus on storytelling and client results while letting their assets and AI handle the heavy lifting. I use Envato myself, so I'm super thankful for them sponsoring this video. Now let's talk about what separates level 6 editors. The point where clients stop negotiating your rates and start asking, when can you start? Level 6 is where you become dangerous. You make clean on-brand motion design, clean UI edits, and everything just looks super professional. But here's the real difference, retention skyrockets. Your edits feel fast, nice, and professional, and viewers actually watch until the end instead of scrolling away. This is the level where coaches and course creators are ready to pay real money for consistency, and we're talking about 2 to 5K per project. Because at level 6, you're not just making videos look good, you're making videos that perform. Higher retention means more views, more engagement, and a better return on investment for your clients. Level 6 editors understand something crucial. Your job isn't to show off your skills. Your job is to make your clients' content as effective as possible. Clients at this level don't question your rates because they see the results. Their videos perform better, their audience engages more, and their business grows. Now you might be asking yourself, okay, but if this is the holy grail, what about level 7? Well, this is where editors become business partners and charge prices that would shock most people. And here's what separates them. Level 7 editors don't just make videos look good, they make videos that make money. You're not only editing, you're creating content with a strategy. You advise your client to set up a VSL on their YouTube homepage and lead people to it. You advise them to build a webinar, you change their thumbnails and titles to make their videos perform better. And at this level, you're not an editor anymore, you're a business partner. Your clients don't pay you for hours or even videos, they pay you for results. Level 7 editors can charge 2 to 5K plus a profit percentage. Some work on revenue share deals that pay them tens of thousands per month. Why can they charge this much? Well, because they're directly contributing to this revenue. When you as a business partner help a client make an extra 50K with their course launch, paying you 10K feels like a bargain. Level 7 editors study marketing, psychology, and storytelling as much as they study editing. They understand that the best cut isn't always the most creative cut, it's the cut that serves the business goal. And again, they don't deliver videos, they deliver results. What nobody tells you is that you can start making decent money at level 3. You don't need to wait until you're perfect, because the truth of the matter is, the key is positioning yourself correctly at each level. So don't try to compete with level 7 editors when you're at level 4. Compete with other level 4 editors by being the most reliable, most competitive, and most professional level 4 editor they can find. So where are you right now? And you can be honest. And more importantly, what's the one skill that would move you to the next level? Do drop a comment and let me know your current level and what you're working on to level up. As some of you might know, I read every comment. I will even give specific advice on your next steps. By the way, if you want to see the exact techniques that level 6 and 7 editors use to create retention-focused edits, I'm gonna drop a video next week. So don't forget to subscribe. And also remember that you don't need to be perfect to be profitable.